We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. Yesterday we heard that news even reached the celestial planets about Maharaj Yudhishthir's worldly possessions, the sacrifices by which he would attain a better destination, his queen, his stalwart brothers, his extensive land, his sovereignty over the planet Earth, and his fame, etc. And also we heard, O Brahmanas, the opulence of the king was so enchanting that the denizens of heaven aspired for it. But one second. Yes, I did not read the Sanskrit yes of this verse. Kim te kamah suras parha mukunda manaso dvija adi jahrur mudam ragya kshudhi tasya yatetare. O Brahmanas, the opulence of king was so enchanting that the denizens of heaven aspired for it. But because he was absorbed in the service of the Lord, nothing could satisfy him except the Lord's service. Yesterday already I told that when one gets the taste of serving Supreme Lord, he cannot be interested in anything else. Impossible. Because already that experience is there of higher taste, and that is also pure knowledge. One knows everything and is not cannot be illusioned by Maya. Like Haridas Thakur, whole Maya personified, Devi, wanted to attract him. And Haridas Thakur, out of compassion, he was not afraid or worried or anything. He even told her, yes, I will be with you, in order to keep her there, to grace her. If he would immediately run away, or if he would immediately say, no, I will not be with you, then immediately reject, then she will have to go away, so he cannot bless. So out of compassion, he even kept her there, near him. He said, yes, I will be with you, but first I have to chant my fixed number of rounds, then I will be with you. So she's thinking, oh yes, very good, he will be with me. But in order to keep her near, so powerful he is that he can do like that. But not some conditioned soul is unable to do that. We will be tempted. Temptation will come and we cannot control. And we cannot imitate pure devotees for name and fame. Someone is thinking, Haridas Thakur, he's getting respect because he's chanting in lonely place, so let me also chant in lonely place and people will respect me. In order to get that respect, I will do that. But if I will remain in lonely place, then all previous impressions, samskaras of enjoyment, that will come out. I will not be able to be absorbed in chanting Harinam. And if any lady comes, even if any lady comes, what to speak of Maya herself? I will not be able to do like Haridas Thakur. That is why Prabhupada Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur when some of his disciples, without taking his permission, they went to Radha Kunda to do bhajan in solitary place, like meditating on the lila, chanting and meditating on lila. Then Prabhupada saw this, so he wrote one song, teaching himself, preaching to himself, to teach by example. He said, "O my mind, ore mon, tumi kiser Vaishnav, pratishtara tore nirjanero ghore, taba harinam kebala koita." O my mind, what kind of Vaishnav you think you are? For the sake of name and fame, you want to go to secluded place. So that chanting in secluded place is pure cheating, hypocrisy, deceitfulness, all this. Kevala, fully. Why? Because target is not correct. My target is to get name and fame. Another reason is I am not doing bhajan as per the order of Guru. Without taking his permission, they went there, thinking we will meditate on Lila. But in Lila, Radha Krishna are there, and also Saki and Manjari there, Rupa Manjari. Then under Rupa Manjari, Nayan Muni Manjari is there. So that same Nayan Muni Manjari appeared in this world and is gracing conditioned souls, want to engage them in the service of Krishna, but ignoring her, you are thinking that I will meditate on Lila. But the point is that in Lila, in Radha Krishna Lila, also there you have to do service under the guidance of your Guru. You cannot just do as you will, just you will do service. No, you have to be under the guidance of Guru there, and you have to get the order to do that service. Narottam Thakur is singing in that song, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Das Ramadas, Seva, no, Sakir Agya Koribo Seva Charanaravinda. Under their order and the order of Sakis, I will serve the lotus feet of Radha Krishna. In Shri Radha, Pranamur Jugala Kishore, that song, you will find on the order of Saki, I will do service. You cannot do independently. So these disciples, they're ignoring Nayan Muni Manjari here in this world, appearing, ignoring without taking her permission. They left to do bhajan in secluded place to meditate on Lila. But what they will meditate? If they are not following this principle of following Guru in this world, then they will also not follow in that Lila. That will be total imagination then. And another thing is pratishta. For the sake of name and fame, you are doing this. So that is complete hypocrisy. So if someone tries to imitate some exalted Vaishnava for getting respect without following the order of Vaishnava, and Vaishnava will give order according to what you have to do. What is your service for you for that level, or what is according to necessity, then you can actually progress. Not in this way. This is unauthorized. So Haridas Thakur, he could do, and there in this song, Prabhupada further he said, "Oh my mind, don't mistake two things. What is mukta, what is baddha? What is jukta, what is falgu? means you should clearly know the difference between liberated soul and conditioned souls. They cannot act in the same way. You are trying to imitate liberated soul, Haridas Thakur, or those who are exalted Vaishnavas. They are pure in their heart. They can do bhajan in a lonely place because they are already connected with the lila, and they are always associating with personal associates of Krishna. They can do. They are on liberated platform. But you are not. You are conditioned. You have so many anarthas. And you are not following the order of Guru. So what you will get by that? Another is Jukta or Falgu. What is Falgu Vairagya and what is Jukta Vairagya? Falgu Vairagya means that river is there in India. Falgu, outwardly you see only sand is there. So you think it is dry. But if you little dig, immediately water will be there because it is undercurrent. Like that, I may outwardly pretend I am a sannyasi, I am renounced, I am free from this world, I have no desire, but inside all the desires are there. So one who thinks I am now without any desires, and he renounces even the order of Guru, that is not the same as Yukta Vairagya, to use everything in the service of Krishna. What you have to use for the service of Krishna under the order of Guru, even that I am renouncing, that is Falgu. But inside so many desires are there. So Haridas Thakur can do that because he's in that platform, but we cannot imitate. So he could say, yes, I will be with you, to prostitute and to Maya also. Yes, I will be with you. I will enjoy with you, surely. But I already took this vow to chant fixed number, so that I will finish, then I will be with you. You wait here. So then you know, prostitute and also Maya, 3 days like that, he was promising them, but his main purpose was to bless them, to purify them. So after 3 days, that prostitute was purified. Also Maya Devi, after 3 days, she revealed herself. Actually, I'm Maya Devi. And I came to test you, and you passed the test. This is one thing. Another thing is, before I was initiated in Ram Nam to get liberation from this world. Maya herself wants to. But from you, I want to be initiated into Krishna Nam, to get Krishna Prem. Then Haridas Thakur gave her, because she surrendered. Haridas Thakur never took mantra diksha from anyone. He only got Harinam. Harinam. And Mahaprabhu made him Namacharya, but never took mantra diksha. So which is more important? And Haridas Thakur also became Guru. He initiated that prostitute into what? Into Mahamantra. By chanting that Mahamantra under the guidance of Haridas Thakur, that prostitute became pure devotee, perfected. That other Vaishnavas, they would come and take her darshan. She became pure devotee. How? By Harinam, under the guidance of pure devotee. And Maya Devi also was initiated into Mahamantra by Haridas Thakur. So this is most important. Chanting of holy name, but under the guidance of pure devotee, means for Krishna satisfaction, means avoiding all offenses. So here, Yudhishthir Maharaj also, his mind was always Mukunda Manaso, his mind was always fixed on Krishna, always absorbed in the service of Krishna. So he was not interested in anything else, because he already has higher type of happiness. Even the happiness of Brahma, that Brahma Jyoti, Brahmananda, that impersonal Brahman, which is so many times higher than this worldly sense enjoyment, you will find in Taittiriya Upanishad that there are different stages of bliss. What one human being gets here in this world, then one in heavenly planets, then in Prajapati planets and Brahma like this, and then Brahmananda, that is such bliss. But for devotees, even Brahmananda, bliss of impersonal Brahman, is like a hell. Suffering like hell. How? Because there is no service of Krishna there. No opportunity of service Krishna there. Only you are one with that light, and you are inactive, like only conscious and tasting that bliss. But for one who got nectar of the service of Krishna, even this Brahmananda seems like hell. Or sometimes it is explained like a very small particle of ocean in comparison with the unlimited ocean. You cannot compare that. That is why also that verse in Bhagavatam is there. As one advances in devotion, one will get these three type of results. If he will practice devotion, his devotion will be increased. Bhakti, Pareshanubhava. He will get realization of Paresh, means Supreme Lord. Paraish, Supreme Controller. And Virakti, detachment from anything else except service of Krishna, automatically. So one who already attained pure devotion, he cannot have any other desire except the Lord's service. Nothing can satisfy him. Matur garba gato virah sa tada brigunandana dadarsha purushankanchit dahya manostra tejasa. O son of Brigu, that is Shonaka, when the child Parikshit, the great fighter, was in the womb of his mother, Uttara, and was suffering from the burning heat of the Brahmastra thrown by Ashwatthama, he could observe the Supreme Lord coming to him. In womb he saw. Angushta matram amalam spurat purata maulinam avipya darshanam shyamam tarit vasa sam achutam. He, or the Lord, was only thumb high, but he was all transcendental. He had a very beautiful blackish infallible body, and he wore a dress of lightning yellow and a helmet of blazing gold. Thus he was seen by the child. In Vedanta Sutra, you will find there is one topic about this size of thumb. What is the meaning? That some are objecting, but it is true. He can take such a form, or it is meant for meditation only, because he's not that as a thumb. He's transcendental, he's unlimited. You cannot measure him by this. But for the sake of meditation, because one's heart is the size of one's thumb. And Paramatma is inside the heart. So you can meditate that his size is like heart. But there, from many angles, Baladev Vidyabhushan is explaining about this size. And even objection comes, no, he cannot. Then, no, he's omnipotent. If he wants, he can also make his size like the size of a thumb. Nothing is impossible for him. So that is why here, Sai Maharaj, it is in Bhagavatam verse, Amalam, Angushta Matram Amalam. Although he was only the size of a thumb, but he's Amalam, pure, transcendental. Our Gurudev also told Supreme Lord can take the form of one ant, very small, looking very small, but in that form he can be omnipotent, can do anything. Nothing is impossible for him. SRIMAD Dirga Chatur Bahum Tapta Kanchana Kundalam Kshata Jaksham Gadapanim Atmanak Sarvatadisham Paribramantam Ulkabham Brahmayantam Gadam Muhuh. The Lord was enriched with 4 hands, earrings of molten gold, and eyes blood red with fury. As he loitered about, his club constantly encircled him like a shooting star to protect him in the womb. Yes, I will read here translation of commentary. It is said in the Brahma Samhita that the Supreme Lord Govinda, by his one plenary portion, enters into the halo of the universe and distributes himself as Paramatma, or the Super Soul, not only within the heart of every living being, but also within every atom of the material elements. Thus, the Lord is all-pervading by his inconceivable potency, and thus he entered the womb of Uttara to save his beloved devotee Maharaj Parikshit. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord assured everyone that his devotees are never to be vanquished. No one can kill a devotee of the Lord because he is protected by the Lord, and no one can save a person whom the Lord desires to kill. Harito mare rakeke. If Supreme Lord wants to kill, who can protect him? And Hari Rakhe, Harito Rakhe, Mareke. If Supreme Lord protects, who can kill him? No one. Supreme Lord also kills demons. That is for their benefit. They will realize that is out of love for them. Is compassionately to rescue them from that demoniac mentality. The Lord is all powerful, and therefore he can both save and kill as he likes. He became visible to his devotee Maharaj Parikshit even in that awkward position in the womb of his mother, in a shape just suitable for his vision. The Lord can become bigger than thousands of universes and can become smaller than an atom at the same time. Merciful as he is, he becomes just suitable to the vision of the limited living being. He is unlimited. He is not limited by any measurement of our calculation. He can become bigger than what we can think of and he can become smaller than what we can conceive. But in all circumstances, he is the same all-powerful Lord. There is no difference between the thumb-like Vishnu in the womb of Uttara and the full-fledged Narayan in the Vaikuntha Dham, the kingdom of Godhead. He accepts the form of Archa Vigraha, worshipable deity, just to accept service from his different incapable devotees. We are not capable of serving in Lila. That is dynamic. We are not that much surrendered. But he mercifully comes in this world to give us scope to serve him. We are fully attached to this world. So he comes and he's only standing, and he says rules in Shastra how you can serve, and we can serve him by these articles which we are attached to. We are offering to him, and in this way we are getting detachment from illusion and attachment to him. That is his mercy. When we become capable, qualified through this service on this stage, then we are able to serve in Lila once you are already fully surrendered. Otherwise you will disturb Lila. Radharani you will say do this, and you will say no, I cannot now, I am tired, I cannot. You are not eligible to go there. By the mercy of the Archa Vigraha, the form of the Lord in material elements, the devotees who are in the material world can easily approach the Lord, although he is not conceivable by the material senses. The Archa Vigraha is therefore an all-spiritual form of the Lord to be perceived by the material devotees, conditioned those who are not yet pure devotees. Such an Archa Vigraha of the Lord is never to be considered material. There is no difference between matter and spirit for the Lord, although there is a gulf of difference between the two in the case of conditioned living being. For the Lord there is nothing but spiritual existence, and similarly there is nothing except spiritual existence for the pure devotee of the Lord in his intimate relation with the Lord. That is why it must be installed. Krishna has to agree willingly to accept service in that form. Otherwise, everything is Krishna. But we can get service from him only. So in what way he gives us service, in that way we have to serve him, not unauthorized way. Even like before I said, someone may try to imitate Haridas Thakur for getting respect from others. And Haridas Thakur, he is a Bhajananandi style, but even we may want to imitate Goshtyanandi style. That is one preacher. We may try to imitate to get respect. That will also be cheating. We have to do our service as per the order of Guru. What he says, that we have to do, not imitate, seeing respect. Even Shankaracharya gave that teaching to his disciples. When he was walking in Varanasi, he went to different houses preaching to enlighten them. His teaching was, you are not this matter, you are spirit. So in that we agree also. So up to that point he was telling. So he was preaching, and many householders, they would offer him many things, drink, juice, fruit juice and cookies and whatever is there, they were giving for service, and he would accept to grace them. And his disciples, they were also eating everything there, what they got, but with different spirit, with spirit of enjoyment. It's very good, people giving. Both are taking, but his mood is different than there. So Shankaracharya understood. Then he went to one blacksmith. That blacksmith, also Shankaracharya enlightened him, and the Shankaracharya then took that metal which was melted, hot, so hot that it was like liquid metal. He took that in glass and he drank it, that liquid metal. Then he was looking towards his disciples whether they will also do this. They did not do. So he gave them teaching, you should not imitate outwardly. You have to follow the purpose. Shiva can do, Shankaracharya is Shiva, he can drink hot iron, no problem. He can drink that poison from ocean, no problem for him, but it is for us. Like that, for us, Leela, not all are eligible. If you if you jump, then you will be destroyed. As if you are not Shiva, by drinking that poison or this bell metal liquid. If you drink, you will die. Our Gurudev also used to give one example. He heard it from another one, Maharaj, but it is very nice. One time, one cap seller, one who is selling caps in basket he was carrying, and on the street, and he would shout, you buy caps, very good caps, only 10 rupees or something. You very good caps, you buy cap, like this he was telling, and selling and earning money and maintaining. So one day he was going, but he could not sell any cap. He was disappointed. Then he went under one tree and he had some lunch with him. So he took that lunch and became a little sleepy, and under that tree he slept. And on his head he had one cap, because to show the cap to other customers how it looks like he had one. So then after some time, some monkeys came and they took each one cap from his basket very silently, and they went to the tree, and there they started jumping and in great happiness and shouting and all this. So then he woke up and he saw, what is this? I did not sell a single cap today and my basket is empty. Where are all the caps? Then he looked up in the tree and he saw all monkeys, they are having one cap on their head and they are very happy, shouting there. Then he became more angry. I could not sell one cap today, and all my caps were stolen by monkeys. Then he was shouting at them, and he took that cap from his own head and threw. Why you didn't take this cap also? He threw in their direction. Why you didn't, out of anger, why you didn't take? Then all the monkeys in the tree, suddenly they they stopped, and they also took their caps and threw in his direction. Why? Because they were only imitating. They don't know what is the purpose of wearing a cap. They only saw he is wearing cap, so let us also have one cap, and they were happy. But they did not know the purpose. So when he threw off, they also threw. Like that, we see Gurudev is walking like this. So I will also walk like this. Gurudev is sitting like this. I will also sit like this. Gurudev is speaking very loudly. I will also speak very loudly. Like this. Externally imitating. Haridas Thakur is chanting in lonely place. I will also do. We don't know the purpose behind what they are actually doing. So without following the purpose, if we only externally imitate, then we will not get actual fruit, what they are having. So even who can imitate like Ramanuja or Srila Sai Maharaj? You can try to imitate, but you will soon realize that you are unable to do like that because you are not in that status. Astra Tejak Sagadaya Niharam Iva Gopati Vidamantam Sanikarshe Paryayikshata Ka Iti Aso. The Lord was thus engaged in vanquishing the radiation of the Brahmastra, just as the sun evaporates a drop of dew. In Slovenian language, rosa. We say rosa, that sun will take that. He was observed by the child who thought about who he was. Ambrish Maharaj was wondering, who is he? Vidhuya tat ameyatma bhagavan dharma gug vibhu mishato dashamasasya tatrevantardade hari. While thus being observed by the child, the Supreme Lord, Personality of Godhead, the super soul of everyone, and the protector of the righteous, who stretches in all directions and who is unlimited by time and space, disappeared at once. Tatah sarva gunodarke sanukula grahodaye jagye Vangshadharah Pandur Bhuyah Pandur I Vau Jasa. Thereupon, when all the good signs of the zodiac gradually evolved, the heir apparent of Pandu, who would be exactly like him in prowess, took birth. Parikit Maharaj. Tasya Prita Manaraja Viprer Dhaumya Kripadibhi Jatakam Karayam Asa Vachayitva Cha Mangalam. King Yudhishthir, who was very satisfied with the birth of Maharaj Parikit, had the purificatory process of birth performed. Learned Brahmanas headed by Dhaumya and Kripa recited auspicious hymns. That is, those, those samskaras are there, purificatory processes for before birth, Garbhadhana, then Jata karma, when born, then all that first eating of grain, all this. In Varna Ashram Dharma, one has to do all this. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he also wrote how these 10 samskaras may be done by household devotees. And it does not involve the worship of demigods and prayer to them like as it is in Varnashram Dharma system, but here he gave in as how they will worship Radha Krishna, doing this samskaras and praying to them. One book is there for householders, and Shrad ceremony and everything is there. And another one is Sanskara Dipika. One is Satkriya Sardipika, another is Sanskara Dipika. There it is for renunciates, about taking sannyas. And brahmachari, those rules are there, how they should do. Hiranyam Gam Mahim Graman Hastyashvan Ashvan Nripatir Varan Pradat Swanam Cha Viprebhyah Prajatirtha Satirtavit. Upon the birth of a son, the king, who knew how, where, and when charity should be given, gave gold, land, villages, elephants, horses, and good food grains to the brahmanas. That is the duty of Kshatriya king. Tam uchur brahmanas tushta rajanam prashra yanvitam eshach yasmin prajatanto purunam pauravarshabha. The learned brahmanas, who were very satisfied with the charities of the king, addressed him as the chief amongst the Purus and informed him that his son was certainly in the line of descent from the Purus. Daive na pratighatena shukle samstam upeyushi ratova anugrahartaya vishnuna prabha vishnuna. The Brahmana said, "This spotless son has been restored by the all-powerful and all-pervasive Lord Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, in order to oblige you. He was saved when he was doomed to be destroyed by an irresistible supernatural power." That Brahmastra. But Krishna saved him. Krishna can save you from anything. Even when Dhruva was attacked by black magic from Yakshas, he also was chanting Narayan name as per direction of rishis. By chanting that Narayan name, all that black magic was removed, vanished. Supreme Lord can protect us, but the thing is, we have to take really his shelter. If we are not from the core of heart taking shelter, then how he can protect us? With firm belief, taking absolute shelter like Gajendra. Krishna knows he's inside heart, that he's sincere. He sincerely took shelter. That is why he was rescued. Anyone can be rescued. But we have to sincerely take shelter. And we cannot deceive Krishna. Draupadi, she said to Krishna, "Yes, you rescued me, but you came very late. Then Krishna said, why you say so? I came immediately. May I say something? Krishna said to Draupadi in Mahabharata. Yes. It is true, I know. You were chanting my name, calling my name, but you did not take shelter of me. You thought these kings will rescue me, and Arjuna and Bhishma and others. You were chanting my name in the mouth, but thinking they will rescue me. When they did not rescue you, then you thought, I will rescue myself. You hold your sari with both your hands and chanting my name. Then you lifted one hand, still one hand you had there. When you lifted both your hands and really took shelter of me, immediately I came. I appeared there as your sari, unlimited sari, so you were rescued. So, is it not true? Then she said, yes, it is true. Draupadi made this pastime for us to understand. We think, oh, Krishna is not blessing me, he's blessing others, but not me. I am calling like this. But Krishna knows what is inside our heart. No one can deceive him. That is why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Nam ashraya kori jatane tumi. He did not say you chant, only like you chant Harinam. No. Nam ashraya, you take shelter of the name. Unless you take actual shelter of the name, Krishna, you cannot be rescued. That we have to do. We have to get this teaching from real devotees, and that we have to do. Then we can get the result. Krishna is never late. Krishna is even very eager, like he showed in Gajendra's case. He thought that Garuda is flying very slow. Why is going so slow? Garuda is flying at the speed of mind, the fastest in this world. But Vishnu thought, why Garuda is going so slow? My devotee is in danger. So he jumped in front of Garuda and took him out and rescued him. He showed he's never late. But the problem is we are not taking shelter. Tasman namna Vishnu rata iti loke bhavishyati na sandeho mahabhagavato mahan. For this reason, this child will be well known in the world as one who is protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu Rato. O most fortunate one, there is no doubt that this child will become a first-class devotee and will be qualified with all good qualities. Mahabhago and Mahabhagavato Mahan. Shri Rajovach. Apyesha Vamshyan Rajarshin Punya Shlokan Mahatmana Anuvartitasvit Yashasa Sadhu Vadena Satamaha. The good king Yudhishthir inquired, O great souls, will he become as saintly a king, as pious in his very name, and as famous and glorified in his achievements as others who appeared in this great royal family? Brahmana Uchu Partha Prajavita Shakshat Ikshvakur Iva Manava Brahmanya Satya Sandascha Ramo Dasharatir Yatha. The learned Brahmana said, O son of Pritha, this child shall be exactly like King Ikshvaku, son of Manu, in maintaining all those who are born. And as for following the Brahminical principles, especially in being true to his promise, he shall be exactly like Ramchandra, the personality of Godhead, the son of Maharaj Dasharatha. Tomorrow, again, there are further descriptions of what Parikshit will become.